Hey there, nature lovers. It is Jackie from Eco Endeavor, and today I want to talk to you about my square foot garden bed that I planted about 2 months ago. May 19th, I think I planted this, and I just want to show you the progress on this because it is doing really well. I would stick with the exact, not the exact same layout, but all the varieties are doing fabulous together. So let's take a quick look at that and see how this bed is growing. So 2 months ago in this bed, I planted peas in the 2 square feet here, and then beets and beans. And then I had tomatoes in those 2 square feet. And then I had peppers, 2 peppers in here, and then cucumbers in these 2. And then in between the growing time to fill up the space, I planted lettuce next to my cucumbers here. Between the peppers, I had the radishes, which I'll show you an update last week. I took the rest of those out. And then underneath my tomatoes, while the tomatoes were growing in, I had all the arugula. Now, I cut back all the arugula last week and thinking it would not grow back, but some of it has still grown back. So there's still some arugula coming in there. And then my beans have just been going like crazy, and yeah, it's looking really good. If you haven't seen the video of how I planted this and the exact layout, I will link that video above as I show you exactly how I planted this and my reasons for the spacing and whatnot in that video. So would I do anything differently? Well, one thing I've noticed is because I have a trellis here for the cucumbers, the birds sit on here and I end up getting lots of bird poop on my lettuce. So that's just something to consider, is that I have to wash my lettuce a little bit more, or I just don't eat that leaf that has bird poop on it. Now that the cucumbers are coming in, they are shading more of the lettuce. So they're protecting the lettuce from that bird poop. But yeah, just something to consider. Like, I think I would still do the same. The lettuce is the cut and come lettuce, and it seems to be doing just fine. Next time, instead of putting it maybe close here, I would just do a line of lettuce here so that I could have lettuce on this row and then the cucumbers, because the cucumbers don't really fill up the full square foot because they're going to be climbing. So there is space for that lettuce to be in there. You'll notice that there's some beets in here now, and I moved some of these beets last week because I noticed like they were getting pretty crowded. These are my beets here. In my planting video, you'll notice, which again, I'll link above if you have not watched how I planted this, I put 2 seeds in each hole, and they started to just looked a little bit crowded. I wanted them to be able to grow big, so I actually took a few of them out and then transplanted them among the peppers because the peppers are still quite small. My peppers are getting a little bit shaded out by my tomatoes. I do need to trellis my tomatoes a little bit better, but they're doing pretty good. Like, this is one of my peppers here, and I find that when they are forced to have a little bit of shade on them, like compete for space, that they step up to the challenge and they're like, okay, I got to grow taller and bigger. Let's do this. And then I actually put in some Tulsi in here. So this is holy basil, and I just threw it in there I wanted to have it around the garden in different spots and just to see how it grows. This is my first time growing Tulsi, so I wanted to see if it likes shade or if it was going to grow well with tomatoes and whatnot. And then all of my arugula is, like I said, I cut it back really hard last week, and it's all coming up again, so I'll cut and come. And it seems to be doing just fine. I've had arugula from this garden bed for the last month. It's been great. My tomatoes here are growing very well. And this was a Roma tomato, which I knew this one was a Roma tomato. And then the one over here is actually my Dubai mystery tomato that I had saved seeds from, a tomato that I had in a food box from when I lived in Dubai. And it was a heirloom tomato. I assumed it was going to be like a cherry because I figured that's usually what I save seeds from, but it's not. I don't think it's going to be a cherry. I think it is a bush variety though, over a vine, which is great. So I've just been kind of trimming these back and making sure there's enough airflow. Like, I did a heavy prune last week and just making sure that there's some more airflow through in here. And because I have so many other Romas, I can cut off and pinch all the suckers off on these ones and not let it get too big. In the comments, there's like 2 hummingbirds. I just want to switch the camera around. Do you see 2 hummingbirds sitting on my trellis? Just taking a little rest. These little guys have been so busy in my garden. Like, I eat all the flowers. I just love it so much. All right, I hope you enjoyed that little nature break. So anyways, so these tomatoes, in the comments I had somebody in my planting video ask if planting two tomatoes side by side was going to be a mistake or not. And I really don't think it is. Like, I think it's fine. Like, I am kind of pruning them a little bit more so that they have the space, and making sure that I've got them just tied to a bamboo stick here. But I actually would, if I was doing this box again, instead of doing them this way, because south is right here, so this is south and this is north, I would actually put them both on the back side, just because they do grow bigger and shade out some of the stuff. So I think that having them both on the back wall would be a little bit better than having them one in front of the other. So side by side instead of in front of the other, if that makes sense. Another thing I would change in this layout is the beets and the beans. So again, this is south facing here, and ignore all the construction going on back there at the neighbor's house. And this is the north wall. So these get shaded from the west sun from the peas, and you know, they get shaded, like they're in shade right now from the east sun coming in. So they miss a lot of the sun. So I would actually next time put my beans here and my beets there. Or actually, if I'm going to do this, I would have tomato, beans, and beets. Or beans and beets on that side, whatever one. I think it's good to be shaded from the west sun from the beets. Like they grow okay in like semi-shade. So having the east sun and the south sun would be great, and then they can be shaded from the west sun. And then kind of same with my peas as well, because my peas here are all they get full west sun. I could even swap these around. I could put the cucumbers and the lettuce here, and then the peas on the other side as well. But all in all, I mean, everything is growing really, really well in this garden bed. Like I said, I've been eating the lettuce, I've been eating the arugula already. I have been eating the peas. The beans are growing. There's some beans in here. These are the orca beans that I planted, but there's a bunch of beans already coming up. And yeah, the bush beans, like you can't put whole beans in your, or you could if you had a trellis, I guess, but the bush beans seem to be just growing really, really well. So yeah, and that's how you get just a whole bunch of different varieties in one garden box. And it still looks like there's still some empty space kind of in here, but I think it'll fill out. These beets will start growing bigger now that they've gotten over their transplant shock. And yeah, my tomatoes, I'm going to trellis a few more today and maybe trim off some of them a little bit more. Hey, so when you guys are planning out your square foot garden, it is really important to remember just a few little things, which the first one is companion planting, and that is, do they grow well together, like nutrient wise and competitiveness wise, or do they support each other with exchange of nutrients? The next thing to consider is sizing, is how tall are they going to grow compared to the next plant that they're going to be next to, and can they fit in the same space together? Another one to consider is the timing of the growth. Like for example, my peppers grow a lot slower, so I was able to get a whole harvest of radishes while they were growing up, and I can still put in, like that's why I put those beets in there, is because the peppers are still growing a little bit slower. They're kind of growing up, so there is more space in there to put in those beets. And beets are a root crop, right? So they just need the root space as opposed to the height space as well. Another thing to consider is your sun orientation and how they're going to shade each other out, which I guess is plant size as well. As I said, I would move my tomatoes to be on the back north wall because they're still going to get a bunch of sun, and then anything planted in front of them is going to get sun as well. So that is something to consider. That nutrient exchange, I think if you're doing a square foot garden bed, because you're going to have some heavy feeders in there like tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers, you want to make sure you have at least beans or peas in there as well, because they do add that nitrogen back into the ground and helping to feed the soil that way. And then you are going to have to fertilize these beds, obviously, like they're heavy feeders, so you do need to make sure that you're coming in and fertilizing with an organic fertilizer like compost tea or comfrey tea. Comfrey tea is what I've been using on these guys. So I just fertilized them like a couple days ago as their first time. So I have a video on comfrey actually, and in that video talk about compost tea, so I will link that video above for you to check that out if you're interested in learning how to make free, organic, natural fertilizers. That's basically it. Do they get along together? What is the height requirements? What is the sun requirements? How can I space this out properly? And even with me knowing all of those things, I still am learning from just planting them out together to see, okay, I could put those beets in a different spot than the beans, because the beans do grow a little bit taller. So yeah, but that being said, if I didn't want to put beets there, that would be a great spot for some of those cool loving crops, like some more lettuces, because they do get that shade from those beans. So yeah, it's just like you can learn how to hack these plants, I guess, to like make sure that you're getting the biggest bang for your buck in the smallest space. I hope I have inspired you to use square foot planting in your next garden box layouts. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing, as I'd love to have you along for this journey. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and a like. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.